can get started.
Darlington at times, like you guys have scored in late games to get results out, but then there have been times where you guys have given up results from giving up late goals. Have you seen a trend in those? Artur was kind of talking about just not playing with the ball as much as you guys want to, and just mentality maybe not being there. What's kind of been your takeaway coming from Wednesday's game?
Yeah, I feel like that game, we had a strong start. It's unfortunate not to be up, 2 or 3. But after that, I think they had more of the ball than we wanted to, and I just think the natural state of the game, it's later in the game and you're up a goal, so you try to protect that lead. But we have done well in the past protecting the lead. In the past we haven't. So I think it's just we can't forget about what we've done in the past, like these last 10 games. I think we need to focus on that, build on that. And we have pulled up wins, come from behind, and secured the win. So for me, just focus on the positives.
Do you feel like separating maybe the good from the great teams? The great teams are always able to, I guess, see out results that way.
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely. I see, the teams that are always on top, they see out those results. They find a way, either, of course, the ideal way would be on the ball, keep the other team away from the ball, have possession in the front half. But if not, then we just got to bunker down and, find a way to win. It's a set piece, which is, it's unfortunate. I think they had a couple that we defended well, but just the one that we weren't there. And, great job by Kai.
Thanks for the time, Darlington. Does having a shorter time between matches also kind of help in this situation, coming off of a tough match like this for you?
Yeah, I would say mentally it helps, because you get another game, but physically, maybe feel things from the past game. But I'd definitely say mentally it's good to just get another game and, try to win that game and forget about the last one.
And this week against New York, Maxi Morales is questionable. I know their midfield is one area maybe where I think a lot of New York supporters kind of see them needing to bolster. What do you see from the New York midfield and kind of how you and whoever's playing next year will do against them?
No, I think our midfield's been good. Not so much the opponent, but I think we've done a good job throughout the season. Aiden stepped in there already before he got injured, Sean. So our whole midfield play, in my opinion, has been good. And then looking at New York, they've always had pretty good midfield, especially with Morales when he's in there. No matter what happens, he's a guy that can unlock the defense, and you always gotta be aware of him. A guy I like to watch. So it'll be a good matchup. For us at home, I think we can be on the ball, control the game, and generate chances the way we have been generating them. And if we do get the lead, just secure that lead.
The home results just haven't really been there at lower.com. We talked to Artur a few minutes ago. He said, we have to kind of finish the games the way we start. It seems that there always seems to be a really strong start there on the front foot, and then kind of maybe at times it can kind of peter out a little bit towards the end. What can you guys do to essentially prevent that? To try and keep the foot on the pedal throughout the entire game, especially at home?
No, I think just taking care of the ball better. I think we can take care of the ball better. We know we can, as of late, generate chances. So maybe at times, instead of kind of going on that counter, putting our foot on the ball, rest on it, let the whole team get up and play in their half. Or if not, like I said, that's the ideal way to do it. But if not, then we just bunker down, we defend, and we just secure the lead.
Last question. When Artur came in on Wednesday, he played really well, had a strong end to the match coming back from injury. For you, does your game change at all knowing that Artur is in versus Aiden versus somebody else, or is there a trust within the midfielders that you keep doing what you have to do whenever anybody else is next to you?
Yeah, I just I always like to play around whoever's in there. I'll figure out a way to get my job done. I just like whoever I'm playing with to be free and to play their game, and then I'll just find a way. Yeah. But for me, that's credit to Aiden to step in there and for me to be comfortable with him. Sean stepped in there and I was comfortable playing with him as well. So for me, it's just showing that those guys have put in the work, and especially Aiden and Sean being their first years, I have that chemistry with Artur already, but I really got a chance to build that with Aiden stepping in and doing such a great job. Proud of him, and the result speaks for itself when he's been in the game. And then Artie, I won with him. We all won with Artie, so we know what he can bring in as well.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Darlington.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Darlington.